All right.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, very nice to meet you, John.
Yes, very nice to finally meet you in person, Dr. Greed.
Welcome to Halaruba.
Oh, thank you so much. It's great to be here.
Yeah.
I know we just chit-chatted a little bit over the phone, but I gotta say it's much nicer to meet you in person.
For sure.
Yeah, great. So how you been today?
It's been a good day. Yeah. How are you?
Oh, excellent. Doing
Yeah.
really, really well.
Nice.
Fun being in a new country, in a new place. It's very, very nice.
It's always exciting, hey?
Yeah. So I just wanted to say thank you for taking the time to let me come here to Halarubia to visit with you, take your
Yeah.
valuable time, because I know you're a busy man, to take time to meet with you to talk about my business idea, my business proposal.
Yeah.
But I know we chatted just a little bit over the phone, but I also just wanted to, I guess in person, really ask you again, tell me about yourself.
Well, my name is Greed.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what I do for a living. I've been in this industry for a number of years now. And I've been in different places, obviously, just because of my position. Right now, it's like because I'm CEO, I get to travel a lot sometimes.
Yeah.
But not as much anymore because I'm getting tired. I'm looking towards retirement.
Okay.
But I love this. This is my life.
Oh, very nice. About like how close do you think you are to retiring?
Very soon actually.
Okay.
Yeah, let's say within the next year.
Within the next year.
Yeah.
All right. Great.
Yeah.
So, and I'm kind of on the opposite spectrum. I'm a young guy and not thinking of retirement.
Just getting started, eh?
Yeah, just getting started. So I think you knew before that I was at I told you before I'm at a management consulting firm.
I should say.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just finished school and I haven't been there too long, but I got the desire to be to kind of have my own entrepreneurial ability.
Yeah.
I know you had previously met. You know my dad really well. My dad has talked to you plenty of times, and he's done business with you, which kind of why he referred me to you, and kind of what made me want to come and have this just so we could discuss and chat.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Good man your dad is.
No, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so what I was thinking, yes we are. So what I was thinking for the for my business is that I'm going to be, I think I told you a little bit before that it's going to be mainly in construction.
Okay.
And I know for you, you've worked with Edison, you're the CEO right now of Edison, and as well for me that what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to bring a kind of a new style of construction here to Halarubia. So what I wanted to do is that I would find certain businesses in China and do some international business so that they can build here in Halarubia and be able to build for us at a cheaper value with a higher amount of money that we can get on our end.
Okay.
So that's the basic idea for what I'm doing, and I know I've gotten some information from you previously about some people that I could contact and people that I could communicate with to better further this deal, and I guess from there I wanted to ask what do you think you could offer for me if we were able to go forward with this business model?
Okay. Yeah, see, John, what you need to understand is that this industry is relationship based for most of the time. Yeah, and with that, you need to have connections, people that you know that you network with. That's how you actually grow your markets and your product sells. So, basically, I've been in the industry for 20 years now, actually, and in the CEO position, I've had it for the past 5 years, and I worked myself through all the way to the top. And so when it comes to things I can offer, we could write books about it,
Yeah.
Everything from expertise, my relationships and my service people in the area, all that can be yours at my disposal. So I've got a lot to offer today.
Wow, excellent. Well, thank you. Well, with that said, with your expertise that you have with the amount of people and the connections that you have, I would love to make an offer to conduct business together.
Okay.
That I'm more than happy to through an initial investment on your end to split the equity of the company,
Okay.
so that we can be able to work together. So just like you said, you have a lot to offer to me, and then I have a lot that I can offer to you. This is great new opportunity. Before I get into the official equity split, though, something about the networking really does impress me a lot. That's something that I am very excited to get involved in.
Okay.
For me, I just like you, I know that Halarubia, it's not like any other place. It's very much connections and who you know, and that's how you really get there.
Yeah.
And I want to bring a new sort of light. Another part of my business that I want to do is I want to bring that to Halarubia in a fresh, new, and clean way.
Okay.
And that's one of my main ideas. So aside from the business in total, one of my biggest things that I want to do is I want to make sure that all the business we do in Halarubia is, you could say, clean. I don't want to operate with any bribes. I don't want to operate with any kind of kickbacks towards competitors. I want to make sure that we operate in the cleanest, nicest, and freshest way. And this will be a fresh new idea that we can bring to the table. So do you think, is that something that you'd be willing to work with for me in the company?
Oh, definitely, definitely yes. Like I said, my reputation in this industry, and this area specifically precedes me. We at Edison are like this big giant, and we have like this baby industries looking towards us. So basically, I have people that I know in the retail industry that just really look up to me.
Yeah.
And so, not to say that my word goes for it, but it's the product and service that I provide to them that makes them trust me and build that kind of relationship. So I wouldn't jeopardize that, because that will crush everything that I stood for, everything that I have. So when you talk about ethics, it's one thing that I'm always in tune with.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. I honestly just want to say thank you. One of my biggest concerns that I've had in starting this industry is because I've seen this great opportunity that the Halarubian market has not been capitalized on with importing things from China. But I just worry that because I don't have that network and I don't have those connections, that I can't start a clean business. And if you're willing to do that with me, I'm so grateful. And that's to me would be what I'd say the foundation of our business, is that we're ethical, we're clean first, and we work, and that if there is an opportunity that we would have to use a bribe, a kickback, something that's a little bit shady, that we would push that to the side and go for another opportunity. So does that as well sound like something you'd be willing to do?
Yeah, for sure. Talking about reputation, sometimes people are hesitant to try new products, especially from places like China.
Yeah.
How would you, why China? I mean, we'll be talking about the quality of the product. You have to consider just tell me why China.
Yeah, so I know from what you told me before, you weren't too familiar with some international business, and I know sometimes it can maybe seem kind of funny. It's kind of somebody complain that their like phone breaks and they're like, this phone was made in China. That's the joke somebody could make. But for me, I've actually I have done a little bit of my research. So the consulting company I'm working with right now, InSeed, I have been able to go to certain trade shows where I have seen these certain Chinese companies, and I've seen the kind of value that they offer. So we're not really going into this blindly thinking just like, I'll find a company in China, but I actually already have found one in a trade show. I like them. I like what they do. They're ethical, like I want to be. They are also they also can offer us great margins of value. So even though we're getting it from China, the price there is right, and it's because of the international trade that we're going to be able to save money on it. So I do know that there is quality there. So if that's one of the concerns you have, that's something I've already taken care of.
Okay, that sounds good. Sounds wonderful. So so you are trying to step into this market, into this industry, and come in with new ideas.
Yeah.
Innovation is always key. I like that. So that's going to require a lot of resources to start with. Yeah. What do you have in mind? What are you working with in terms of budgeting and things like that?
Okay. So for my budget, I do have a general idea for about what I need to get started. And for what I need to get started, I just need to have some general, some salaries to pay out, some people to connect with, and the general number that I could say is going to be roughly around $500,000 to $1 million. So 500,000 to $1 million. That's about the number that I'm looking for as an initial investment. And if you're willing to provide an investment in there, in that area for me, I'm prepared to offer you an equity split of the whole total proceeds of the company.
Okay. So assuming it's a value proposition, and I did my calculations, and I think it's coming out to $500,000, like you say, 500,000 euros, pounds. And I am willing to give you 500,000 pounds, or a portion of it, depending on what you give me.
Okay. All right. So now, thank you for that. First off, I want to say thank you. And then with the money aside, something also that I just want to make sure that we're clean on and total on now that we're talking dollars and cents, now that we're talking money, I want to make sure that you being the CEO of Edison and communicating with me on my end being a new entrepreneur, that will there be any conflict with your current position in Edison? That would you, I guess the easiest way to put it, would you get in trouble for kind of assisting a competitor? Is that a problem that you could run into with Edison?
Well, from the way I understand it, your business is innovative. You're gonna bring in new things that we don't have at Edison. Things like solar powered outdoor lamps, and that is one place that we don't go at Edison. So it's gonna be a challenge actually, in the sense that if I'm gonna be doing business with somebody in the industry that's going to be directly competitive to Edison, that would be a breach of my contract.
Okay.
But if it's something that's not directly competing with them, I'll be totally fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So it could be a concern, but technically it would be not a conflict at all.
Okay. So with what I've offered you so far, the construction side, electrical, what parts of that would you have to completely avoid? What parts of it could you not be affiliated with?
I can be affiliated with all of that, considering what products you're giving, because they're all totally different from what Edison has.
Okay.
So I'm fine with that. And what we can do, if that's an issue, you and me being partners on this one, splitting equity, I can come in and be a partner and use convertible bonds, and then make this deal happen. And then in less than a year, when I retire, I can come in full in, and we can work together in those positions.
Okay. So how long again did you say it could be before you can come in as a full partner?
A year from now.
1 year from now. Okay, good to know. So would that mean? So I'm just thinking right now, just thinking out loud. So if you were to provide me the money that I need, and I can offer you as a compensation an equity split of the company, for that first year, if I understand correctly, I wouldn't be able to sell any of the same similar kind of products that Edison sells, correct?
Correct.
Okay. But if it's a different market, then it's totally fine.
Totally fine.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Then here's what I can do. How about this? So, if you offer me, just so there's no conflict of interest, if it's all right with you, that I will take your lowest offer of $500,000, and for the first year that we operate, I can't offer you an equity split just because it'd be a conflict of interest. But after that first year, I will promise to pay you back that $500,000. And when you're out of Edison and you don't have a conflict of interest anymore, then I'm prepared to offer you an even higher equity split, that I could offer you 10% of the company. That it would be 90% of mine and 10% of yours.
90% and 10%.
and then after that we can worry about partnership responsibilities when you come on. But I can pay you back the loan you gave me, and then in addition to an equity split.
Okay. See, you're gonna need more than just money here. You're gonna need people, like salespeople that you can trust. I can make this happen for you. Yeah. If I can give you the best salesperson in the industry, how would you feel about that?
I'd love it. I mean, if I really could, because I know it's all about networking and about people and about who you know. That would really be fantastic. I'd be really interested if I could get that.
Okay. So let's say if I could get you Sam, the best salesperson.
Sam Chatter, is that what it is? Or Chafer?
Yep. Sam Chatter. Yeah. And then we can have an equity split of 80-20. And then you could be Chief Operating Officer, like just considering I don't know what I'm getting into. I don't have to like be busy moving up and down. You can be in charge of that. I can step in, I can mentor you and train you and help you, connect you with everything. And when the time comes, you can step in the position of CEO.
Okay.
When you're ready.
Okay. So so just so I understand correctly, just to double check. So the 80-20 split, would you want that the day we make the deal to get the money, or would that be once again in a year after you're disassociated from Edison?
That would be the day we make the deal.
Okay.
Yeah. Because once we start, you're gonna need some mentality, you're gonna need those connections, and that will be my job.
Okay. And would that also be, would 20% be a conflict of interest for Edison? Would that be that you're would you be too affiliated in my company?
Of course, not looking at your products and what Edison has, but two different products, so it wouldn't be at all.
Okay. So, thank you again for that. I think that would be awesome to have your top salesman on top of that. So how about we can, if it's okay with you, we can maybe a little bit, because I don't know if I can do 20% of the company because I have student loans, I have debts, I have things I'm trying to get over with that my previous job was helping me pay for. So a lot of this, when it's 80%, you're like, gosh, that's a lot of the company. A lot of it's just going to debt management and just trying to get myself back in order from leaving there. So although I can't do maybe 80-20 within the first year, would it seem a little bit more fair to have maybe 88-12 to give you 12%, so 2 additional percent? I can offer that because I get Sam Chatter.
You get Sam Chatter, and you see, I understand that you have dates and all that. Yeah, but most of the interviews that I'm doing, that I'm running here too.
Yeah.
Because it's not a guarantee that those players from China are going to be the best that people need right now, what people want. So it's going to be my reputation on the line here, So I'm considering all risks like that too.
Okay.
And yeah, and
you get going. Yeah.
Okay, so that's how I feel about that. And well, besides that,
can you pause?
All right, we're good again.
What was that?
Okay, so we were just talking about how if you were willing to give me, like, you okay? Like, you look kind of sleepy, but we were just discussing whether if I get Sam, and then also, if I get Sam and then plus the equity split. So I had said that what we can do is that you want to do 80-20, and it's just something I can't do in the early stages. But how about this? I'm willing to make you kind of a time, an offer of time. That because I do have my current student debts right now, how about I give you you can accrue more ownership of the company as time goes on.
Okay.
That the first year, when I'm just starting out, you're still at Edison, you're still doing your thing, and you won't be that affiliated, so it'll be on the lower end, so it'll be like a 90-10 split. And then at the year mark, we can get an increase of 2% ownership of the company up into 5 years, where at the 5-year mark, you'll have your 80/20. So it won't be, so I can't offer you 80/20 right now, but within 5 years, you could be able to achieve that just by giving me the time that I can pay off my debts, that I could get the business off the ground, that I could get things up and running. I would just need a little bit of time for myself to get things going.
Okay. So if you do 90/10 the first year,
Mm-hmm.
and then 88/12 second year.
Mm-hmm. Second, and then after that year, 88/12, and the next
Mhm.
one, 86/14, so on and so forth up until 80/20.
Mm. And is this gonna be with my 500,000 investment?
Yes, in addition with 500,000 investment and Sam as your top sales guy.
Okay. And how are you gonna take care of Sam? Is he gonna be your responsibility or mine?
What it'll be is that I'll take full responsibility. I guess responsibility kind of like it's like he's a kid, but I'll definitely I will. He'll be under me. He'll be my employee, and then also I'll express to him the same values we chatted about. How I said that although it will be you'll be working largely in the same kind of sales industry, that it'll be a different kind. That we're going to be more towards a cleaner ethic style, no bribes, nothing like that. That I want to make sure that we are operating in a good, clean way. So it'll kind of be like he's getting a new job working for me.
Okay.
Mm.
Just really fast.
Yeah. If you need some time to think, that's okay.
Are you recording now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It looks like you're having a tough time trying to make a decision.